Hi guys, IGAB Gaming here and welcome to another Ultimate Team video. In today's video I'm going to talk about something that's been going on for about a week now in Ultimate Team, and that is the market crash. A lot of people know about it now. It was a surprise really. Obviously EA aren't just going to tell you about it, but it was a surprise that it happened. So this is more of a tip to people on who to sell and who not to sell, because if you've got big players that you've had for ages, probably best not to sell them at the moment because you're going to make a loss, and a massive loss. I'll show you some players now on the transfer market that have been affected by this market crash. It's a pretty big one as well, because it's in relation to Team of the Season, which is rumoured to be released on Friday for most consistent team of the season. So I'm waiting to see what happens with that. I haven't heard anything on EA, I haven't seen anything on Twitter as of today, and this is being recorded on Thursday, so I'm waiting to hear anything before I can actually make judgment. But what I do know, there has been a market crash, I can confirm that, and there's also a few players that are selling for a lot more than they should do, and I'll tell you about that in a short while. So firstly, let's look at some major players in the game that are originally worth over 100k. The first one's Antoine Griezmann. This is for his normal card. Not his special cards are still expensive as expected, but we'll look at his normal card. As you can see, most of them are below 100k. 74k for that. You were looking at spending about 112 minimum for that. This was only last Thursday, so only a week ago. That would have been 112k. It's now 74k. His Team of the Group Stages card is still a lot, which is expected, but 73k. There's a few here that are still over 100k, but a majority of them are lower. There's one for 71k there. So again, another major player, and this is his normal card. His just standard gold card is Eden Hazard. It's less than 100k, 77k. I will show you my team in a second, but yeah, you got his inform. I know is a lot still. That's almost 500k. So yeah, that hasn't dropped in price at all. And another person is Aguero. He's one that's dropped by about 100k, quite drastically. Like, you can see the ones here that are about 260k still, but 109k, like, they just dropped so drastically. And if I do this quickly, so if I go to there, put that down to 109k, search for that. 109k is the cheapest one we just saw on the transfer market, so I'm not going to buy it because I've already got it. There's a lot of players that have gone up in price as well. I'm just thinking Ibrahimovic has gone down in price as well. Pogba's price hasn't changed, I believe. I know it's still 200k. I think it's gone down by about 50k. I don't know. I didn't really monitor Pogba's price as much when I first got FIFA, so I wouldn't know. I know Hazard was about 250, 200k when FIFA first came out, so, well, FIFA 17 anyway. So, one player that has gone up in price quite a bit, and it is a silver player. I believe, I'm going, is Cargill. Yeah, Bailey Cargill. He's a 65 rated centre-back for Bournemouth. He's a non-rare silver, and that's how much he's costing at the moment. So I packed him yesterday, and I just shoved him up in the transfer market thinking, oh, he'll probably go for like 200, 300 coins. I wasn't expecting to get much for him. I went back onto the transfer market for the last 10 minutes of that transfer, and it was on 2k, and I was going through my head like, that can't be right, because I didn't take a proper look. The minimum you can set his bid now price at is 1k. The maximum buy now price is 21k, which is just insane, to be honest. It's like, I can't get my head around why. I think it's something to do with Dele Alli's SBC. That's my only fault for the PFA Young Player of the Year. But I can't figure out why that's happened. That's the only logical reason behind it, is because of SBC. But I sold him for 7.6k yesterday, and yeah, you can see there's not many on the transfer market, but it's ridiculous. So what I'm going to do is, if I go to England, just silver in general, let's have a look. Yeah, I thought so. I believe, because these are Prem and MK Dons, is because that Prem that's nearly 4k. MK Dons players have gone up in price, which you'd expect. Steve Sidwell's probably. Here we go. Cook as well, 8k, 8.6. So basically, if you've got any Bournemouth English players, or English. Okay, I think I've got to the end of this now. Silver English Prem players. Probably you are looking at. Yeah. There we go. You can see it right there. They've gone up, so I recommend, if you have any English silvers, just lying around your back club. Mainly, they seem to just be defenders. Yeah, it's mainly defenders that have gone up in price. But if you have any lying around your club, or you just happen to have lying around your club, I recommend you sell it immediately. Just get it straight up there. I know a lot of people are going to be thinking, oh, why you got to tell people this? No, I won't be able to buy it. But I'm doing this to help people, because you're going to get a lot more coins for it. And I opened some packs earlier on today. I didn't record it because it wasn't even a pack opening anyway. But as you can see, I don't have any English silvers from the Prem, which I'm quite disappointed about. But I've got Westwood, who's gold. I can't. My trade pile is stacked at the moment. He probably won't go for much. I don't expect him to go for much once I put him up. If I do this quickly, yeah, that's all I've got. That's my 3 English Premier League players. This Sturridge. Who else was it? I didn't look at that. I only saw Sturridge and Smalling. Sorry. Yeah. So that's just a tip there. If you have any English silver Prem, mainly defenders or players in general, just sell them, because you're going to get at least 2-3k for it, maybe more. But yeah, going back to the market crash, it is expected. It was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. A load of people knew it was going to happen, but it's usually broadcasted on YouTube, because a lot of the major YouTubers know about it. They predict it, and people saw it coming because of Team in the Season, but it just happened, and it took a lot of YouTubers by surprise. I believe Bateson87 didn't even know about it, and I tweeted him. He didn't get back to me or reply or anything. I wasn't expecting him to, but I just made him aware of it. I was like, Griezmann's like 70k now, and it really shocked me, because I thought I'm going to have to take full advantage of this market crash. And when it first happened, the players were still expensive. You'd expect that. But Griezmann is now 70k. He was 90k when the market crash happened. So he's had a 20k dip in a week. The only problem is now, I know I'm really late with this. I do apologise that I am very late with this market crash update and everything. But because I mainly wanted to get at the fact that Cargill guy was going for so much. The problem is, because again it's only rumours, because it's rumoured that Team of the Season most consistent is going to be out tomorrow, the price is going to go up again. But then prices could dip even more, because I'm not 100% sure how Team of the Season works, but I think it's every week or They, over the next several weeks, they'll feed out a team. I believe Premier League is going to be first after the most consistent one. Most consistent, for people that are curious, from what I've read and from what I've seen on other YouTube channels, most consistent is for players that haven't had an inform this season. So you're looking at, I don't know, De Gea and Courtois, 2 examples from the Prem, happen to be goalkeepers, because Lloris has an inform. He has like 8 to 9 inform, so it wouldn't surprise me if, because Courtois will probably end up in team of the season anyway, and if he does, that means he probably won't get most consistent. It's not difficult to get your head around, but it is not easy to explain, and people will know what's going to happen. At the end of the day, as long as you take full advantage of Marcus Crash, you'll be happy. I was very happy to take full advantage of it. I'm going to show you my squad now. I have a full Prem team, and this is it. I'll show you my bench isn't important. I've got some packed players like Sturridge, Coutinho were packed. I've got Azpilicueta, Small, Gundogan, Willian, and then I've got Emre Can and Zaha, who are both packed earlier. They're just sat on my reserves. But my starting 11 is this: Courtois in goal, which is expected. I'm probably going to upgrade him when I got the coins. I'm going to sell him and upgrade him to De Gea. Courtois I bought for 26k. Originally he was about 50k at one point when Lukaku's SBC was out for Player of the Month. That was a lot more. That Courtois card was a lot more. In defence, I've got Marcus Alonso, it's 85 card. I've got Koscielny, I've got Alderweireld, and I've got Coleman's 86. I've wanted this for ages, but it's been over 100k for a very, very long time. I only got this morning. I've literally got this today. I've played one game with him, and he was alright actually. Obviously I can't make judgment until I've played a lot of games with these guys, but I got Coleman this morning after last night. I had 84 Coleman, and I saw on the transfer market that he was going for about, that card was going for about 75k. So I sold him and a few others. I sold Pedro and Vardy just to get the coins in really, and I was able to get him. So I was very happy with that. But all of these were below. My back 4 and goalkeeper were less than 100k. My midfield consists of upgraded Kante, De Bruyne, and upgraded Eriksen. These 2 I bought. Kante I packed yesterday. I was really pleased with that because I love Kante in game. I know I have an 85 Gundogan on the bench, but I prefer Kante because he plays a defensive role really, and he's been scoring goals for me as well. Eriksen I bought for only 6.3k. De Bruyne I bought for 54k. That is a massive difference to the 80k he would have cost last week. Kante again, just to prove that I'm first owner. There we go. 3 games, 2 goals, 1 assist and 1 yellow card. Not a bad start. De Bruyne, 19 owners. He's played 3 games for me, and again he scored 2 goals, 3 assists for me already, and not even a single yellow card or red card. So I'm happy with that. And then up front I have full advantages, market crash for these strikers. I wanted to, because you can get to good defenders like Company and Alderweireld have informs, and they're good centre backs, but the problem is they're still well over 100k. They're more 200k, and they're near to extinct. I checked Alderweireld's inform earlier, and there was 9 of them on the transfer market, and they're all 200k plus. It's the same with De Bruyne's inform. I think Eriksen's inform is quite extinct now. And Company's inform is quite sparse. It is a new one. It was last week's team of the week, I think. It's still sparse, but you can find them. But these 3 I took full advantage of the market crash for this. I've got Eden Hazard at left forward. He's still got a left wing card on at the moment because I haven't been bothered to buy a position modifier. Of all the packs I opened yesterday, not a single left wing to left forward position modifier in there. I've got Sergio Aguero up front at striker. I've got Marko Arnautovic's 87 rated right forward card. his inform. This is an amazing card. I literally bought this last night, I believe. Yeah, I bought this last night. I'm really going to have to give it a try. He's scored 1 goal. Not scored 1 goal. He's played 1 game. He's got 1 assist. Couldn't ask for better. I paid a total of 63k for that because, again, that was, you're looking at over nearly 100k for that originally. Eden Hazard, I showed you his price drop. I got him for 73.5k, and Aguero is my most expensive player. I got him for 110, but compared to now, Aguero, their prices are varied. I could sell him now and probably the bids will end up at like 108k or something, and I don't want to do that. So that's my team. The fact that I've bought a team and all of my players bar one were below 100k, I'm actually really happy with that, because the likes of Hazard and even Marcus Alonso would have been over 100k at one point. So I'm really, really pleased with that. Some of these players are packed, like Kante and Coutinho and Sturridge. I got Willian yesterday. He, again, I believe I got him cheap. I took full advantage of, again, this market crash. 16k I got him from when he would be about 29, 30k. So I'm very happy with that team. I couldn't ask for anything better. I am looking to upgrade some aspects of it, but not at the moment, because of what I've got now. My defence is solid, so I'm very happy with that. But other than that, that's really it. We've gone over the market crash. We've gone over silver English Prem players that you should sell instantly because of how much you're going to get. 5k minimum at least for that. And I've shown you my team and how I've taken full advantage of the market crash. This team is also good as a 4-3-3-4. I've been playing that. I was playing with that yesterday. I've moved it to a 4-3-2-1 because I like it to be narrow, in the sense that it is narrower than a 4-3-3, and I feel like it's more attacking. So I'm going to give this a try for a few games. If I feel uncomfortable with it, I'll move it back to 4-3-3-4. But I hope you lot can take something away from this that you didn't know. I'm fully aware that most of you will know about the market crash by now. You also know about Team of the Season, but I don't know when Team of the Season will come out. As soon as there is any news on Team of the Season, I will update everyone. There will be a video up. It will be a quick video going over Team of the Season. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, and I hope you look forward to more content like this, as there will be in the future. So I hope you lot have a brilliant day, and I'll see you lot later.